Batman the Three Jokers is set to be Batman's biggest mystery, and I'm really excited to be reading it. What is going on, all you constant viewers out there in the multiverse? Welcome back to the Earth 16 Comics Wire YouTube page. I hope you all are doing very well and doing very awesome. I hope all of you are also attending Comic-Con at home. It's a really fun event. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a lot of fun right now just watching all the panels and just learning more things about comics from all the publishers, including DC, Marvel, Image, and so many others. And I'm going to get into the big news right now. So the big news is that Batman the Three Jokers is going to be coming out next month, August. It's also the month of my birthday as well. And it's going to be a 3-issue series that's penned by Geoff Johns, illustrated by Jason Fabok and Brad Anderson. I'm really excited about the Three Jokers. I've already pre-ordered my copies. And I'm going to read to you the synopsis, and I quote, 30 years after the Batman the Killing Joke changed comics forever, Batman Three Jokers re-examines the myth of who or what the Joker is and what is at the heart of his internal battle with Batman. New York Times bestselling writer Geoff Johns and Jason Fabok, the writer and artist team that waged the Darkseid War in the pages of Justice League, rewrite to tell the ultimate story of Batman and the Joker. After years of anticipation starting in DC Universe Rebirth #1, the epic miniseries you've been waiting for is here. Find out why there are three Jokers, and what it means for the Dark Knight and the Clown Prince of Crime. It's a mystery unlike any Batman has ever faced. And let me tell you, I do love mysteries, and I do love conspiracy stories. Stories like Batman, The Court of Owls in 2011, which begs to the question, who really ran Gotham? Was it the Gotham elite, or was it perhaps the Court of Owls? Or going into the realm of video games, Final Fantasy X, were Yevon's teachings against Machina justified, or perhaps was it actually okay for people to use technology like the Owl Bed? Or Image Comics, Undiscovered Country, who can you really trust? Uncle Sam or the Destiny Man? I love me a good conspiracy. I love a good conspiracy, and this one right here, it just takes a cake. I'm looking at the webpage right now, and look at that. That is a crazy image of the Joker just with a crowbar. Kind of brings a little bit of Jason Todd vibes there, and wow, just really amazing. I mean, like I said, I've already pre-ordered my copies. I'm really excited to be reading this and just to see where it goes, and just who or what the Joker really is. And here's what I can actually expect from this 3-issue series. One of the Jokers already knows who the entire Batman family is. I mean, we're talking about the Joker that's currently waging war against Batman, Joker War. Hello. And if you haven't read Joker War, little spoiler alert, Joker knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman. He knows the entire fam bam. And pretty much all hell's expected to break loose here in this arc. And not to mention the fact that Joker right now has Bruce's fortune. So that's going to be a really big problem. It's another big storyline. Now, another thing that I feel that we would expect is that Hawaiian Shirt Joker knows exactly who Barbara Gordon is, and is perhaps a creepy librarian coworker. And I reference this from Alan Moore's Batman the Killing Joke. He just comments about how he knows that she works in a library. So perhaps maybe it's someone that knows Barbara very well, or perhaps went to school with her and maybe as a photography student, because he's seen taking photos of her after shooting her and having his minions cart off Jim Gordon, who was jumped in the scuffle. And speaking of Hawaiian Shirt Joker, there was a quote that Geoff Johns did, and here it says, and I quote, "The story is focused on," and talking about the three Jokers, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's not focused on other dimensions or alternate Earths or whatever, Johns said in 2018. It focuses on the origins of the Joker and Bruce's realization that there are more than one operating. It's all about the scars and healing wrong and healing right and pain. If I could tell one Joker story, this one I would tell. There's a really fun scene where Joker drives this truck. He goes into the woods and there's a cabin with a light on. and he knocks on the door, and there's a Joker standing there wearing a Hawaiian shirt. The Joker from The Killing Joke, or the Joker that shot Barbara. And the Joker says, "Hey, that's my shirt." Not a very good Joker impersonation, or impression, but you get it. Now, another Joker I would expect is that there's one Joker who's just oblivious to what's going on, and I feel like this is the Joker from the beginning of The Killing Joke, where Batman says that there's going to be a time, or there's going to be a day where one of us is going to kill one another. And this Joker's just playing cards, and Batman's trying to interrogate him, and when he finally grabs him and starts yelling in his face, he discovers that this is not really the Joker. It's just a guy wearing makeup and a green wig. And this is in Arkham Asylum. And so it's I call this the jailbird Joker in the beginning of Killing Joke. And another thing I'm really expecting too is, what would Harley Quinn's reaction be into the, how is she coming to the mix? The question is who the Joker really is. And is it the same man that she fell head over heels for? Because Joker is sometimes seen as loving Harley, then sometimes he's seen as, basically kind of being a bully to her. So it'd be really interesting to see Harley Quinn's take on the three Jokers and who her Puddin really is. And going back to the Joker, just Joker in general, is the Joker really Jack Napier? Did he really have a wife and kid, or an unborn child? And was he a struggling man trying to break into being a comedian while quitting a secure job in Ace Chemical? I mean, was he really the man that fell into a vat of acid? Or is he just insane? I mean, hopefully the comic or the miniseries answers all these questions. And perhaps we may never know who the Joker is. And it's kind of reminds me of the story of Damian, the Son of Batman, which was by which I believe was written by Andy Kubert, I want to say, or drawn, or was it drawn? No, Andy Kubert's the artist, but it was a story it's an alternate story where it takes place in around the time of Batman 666, which was famously written by Grant Morrison, and it's a future where Damian becomes Batman. And in this storyline, Bruce Wayne, an elderly Bruce Wayne, gets kidnapped by a guy calling himself Joker, but not the Joker. And spoiler alert, Damian saves Bruce, but after all of that, Joker gets killed, and we see the Joker. And that's pretty much kind of begs the question, like, who really is the Joker? And is he perhaps like the Red Hood, where so many people have donned the Red Hood mantle, including the Joker himself? Is it perhaps another way to spread sort of like a myth, like the Red Hood myth, you know what I mean, or the Red Hood, like the Red Hood urban legend, like the Joker urban legend? Like, who really is the Joker? Just like, who really is the Red Hood? And so pretty much the question remains, could we perhaps see an alternate glimpse of what it would be like if Joe, the guy who donned the Red Hood garb, if Joe's wife did not die during that morning? Because the guy who was the Red Hood and fell into that vat of acid, mentioned before, had a wife and kid, and the wife died. And he was pretty much, the mob twisted his arm to take on this job to become the Red Hood and to basically rob Ace Chemical, where he once worked, before wanting to become a struggling comedian. So I posted a link in the description for those of you, for you to look at. I posted the link to this article on the description. So what do you think of Batman and the Three Jokers? Will we know who the Joker is? Let me know in the comments section below. I posted the link, and like I said, I posted a link in the description below the video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and also subscribe, and hit the subscribe button as well. And also please hit the bell button as more videos are coming along the way. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.